Moko, I always say, is a living, breathing art form. Our people did not have a written language, so the way in which we told our stories, retained our stories, was done through a number of ways. Toi Māori being a huge player in that respect. And the job of moko is to help tell those stories and help retain that whakapapa, help mark that milestone. The point I'm making here is that for our people, gambling was never in our culture. And it's moko's job is to help remind them of the good things, the positive things, and it's about empowerment. And so for us, in the moko space, our job is to empower our people. And of all the things that, moko does, one of the biggest things I love about moko is that it has the ability to heal. It has the ability to heal our people. O ngā taonga katoa, ke au nei ko te moko te taonga, e whakamahi ana, e wātau i tēnei wā hairongo wā, mo te iwi Māori. So it's actually, moko serves as a reminder that, i take a mai rātou wetahi whakapapa, take, rangatira, heke mai rātou i tētahi kāwa i rangatira, no reira me pera te whakaaro. Ka mutu tēnei mahinga toi, he mea iahu mai o tātou atua, no reira ko tā rātou mahi e whakaatua i a rātou anō. A whakaaro, whakakau ai runga i a rātou anō, wairua, a hinengaro. And so moko has the ability to remind the wearer that, hey, you come from a long line of whakapapa, of ancestors. They went to war, fought with the Māori Battalion, fought in all world wars. For what? For the greater good of our people. Let their blood spilled not be in vain. Let their sacrifice be not wasted. Let it not be in vain. Mo te tūmanako, o rātou mahi katoa, ngā huatanga katoa i mahi ai e rātou, taka i hora ki a koe i mauma. I mauma katoa i a koe, tō rātou maringa toto, tō rātou whakaheke wera wera. We talk about the kohanga reo movement, we talk about the sacrifice that our people did, the fights that our people went through in order to ensure that our language, our culture, our holistic well-being was, survived and went through all these great battles. And yet here we are going through, falling over at hurdles such as addiction and gambling. Yet our people, our grandfathers were renowned and revered around the other side of the world for the great warriors that they were. Let that sacrifice, first and foremost, let that sink in. Think about it. And then let that sacrifice not be wasted. One of the things I've been able to do just throughout this wānanga is come up with a tohu and listening to the kōrero and listening to the wānanga. I've come up with a tohu that I've just incorporated a few of our designs, a few of our patterns. Tētahi e kōrero ana mo te paupau o Wainganui, and you'll see that there's a figure right in the middle here. This figure is in no way, shape or form, one particular person. This paupau right in the middle, it symbolises te ira tangata. So it symbolises, all of us, us as people, as us as human, as mankind. But this paupau right in the middle there, and you'll see there's two sides to it, and the actual whakaaro, the shape of it, comes from a pare, right at the top of the door of a wharepuni when you walk in. And the job of that pare is to nullify anything that passes through it. I liken this paupau to the doorway of the whare, and we're talking about creating safe spaces. So when we look at this tohu, when we look at this logo, it's about creating safe spaces. It's about being entrenched or being surrounded by whānau. You'll see two puhoro on either side, one facing up, the other one facing down. And tātou nei Māori, whakaaro Māori, ara, e rua o mātua. You have two parents, and your two parents have two parents. So tērā huatanga e kōrero ana mo te whakapapa. So it's not only about, your parents, but it's about your great-grandparents. And you right in the middle being supported, being sheltered, by your whānau, by your loved ones. But it's also a reminder to you that i takea mai koe, I tētahi kāwai whakapapa rangatira. E rai te mea, he tangata noi hokoe. So it's about a reminder to our whānau that we come from, great stock. You're loved, you're cared, you're cherished, you're highly valued. Come on, let's go. It's in its design process at the moment, but you'll see that ora popo right in the middle there, and ara ka ki te koe, puhoro on this side and a puhoro on that side. Te tahi taha e korerana mo tō mama, me tō papa. Te tahi taha e korerana mo tō mama, te tahi taha e korerana mo tō papa. Pai, what do you have on your mother's side? You've got your mother's whakapapa, her parents, and you've got your father's whakapapa, her parents. And tētahi atu āhuatanga o Wainganui, he pītau whakarei tēnei. So this figure is actually the head of a canoe, the waka. And you see it, and ko te mahi o te pītau whakarei, he kaupare, he ārai atu i ngā huatanga kino, i ngā naru whati. And the job of the head right at the front, or the popo right at the front of the waka, is to break those waves. And so this popo, the head of this popo, is inspired from, or derives from, te upoko o te pītau whakarei. And its job is to, devour or to push aside any hardships or any waves that come crashing onto the waka. And koerau I tapa I tēnei momo āhuatanga. And then you'll see one puhoro going left and the other puhoro going right. Talks about the waves that come in and out, high tide, low tide, but it's also talking about the frequencies in which our lives operate on. And we spoke about it earlier, ko takirua te atua. Ka haere ko te pō me te ao, ka haere ko te tapu me te noa, ka haere ko te runga me te raro. And you can't have one without the other. So it's about keeping the equilibrium centered. And you're forever in that pursuit of happiness or pursuit of, whatever it is, e tau ai tō Māori. And if it's through karakia, if it's through toi, if it's through mahiraranga, if it's through kapahaka, whatever it is, that's where you need to be and that's what you need to find. And so this tohu in itself, e rai te mea kei te kia hau, he pare tēnei, he whare noho tēnei, kao kei te kia tau, tomo kia, hara mai. Nei te pare o taku, nei te kuaha, nei te kuatawata o taku whare, hara mai. Hey, this tohu itself, it's an inviting tohu to say that, this is the doorway or the gateway, the entrance to our safe space. Come and have a look, check it out. Never know, you might like it. You might love it. You will love it, you will like it. You don't know. When we're talking about, creating a safe space, creating a whare, well, the first thing you walk into when you walk into a whare underneath is a pare. Like if you walk outside here, this has got a beautiful pare. It goes above the door. Te nunga te wahine. He wahine, ngā pare. E ko te mahi o te pare, he whakanoa I a koe. Yeah. So it's to nullify you or to take any tapu that you have coming into the whare so that when you come into the whare, you're clear, you're cleansed, and you're not bringing any hitchhikers or any passengers. And so you have that above your whare. So, and the job of the pare is to look after everyone that enters. And so that's that design concept. And then I spoke about the head of the canoe of our waka. There's always the pito whakarei, or the head that goes right at the front. And they have this funny, weird shape about them, kind of duck-looking. But the job of that pito whakarei is to be the first one to take the hit. And so their job is to part the waters. Any rough, big waves, rough waters, ko te mahi o te pito whakarei, he kaupare I rā huatanga. So your karakia and everything, me he pito whakarei, tō haere. So be like the front pillar, be like the paukaiafa, the front pillar of the house, same thing. Its job is to take the first hit or to protect and sort of safe keep everyone that enters or passes or is on the vessel. That's the job of the pito whakarei. And then I spoke about two puhoro. Puhoro's job. Puhoro comes from tangaro. So puhoro's job, when we talk about waves, puhoro is a wave, but it's also used to depict people. But puhoro, when you use puhoro, the hidden kōrero in puhoro is that puhoro goes up, it comes down, puhoro goes up, it comes down. Goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. The hidden kōrero in puhoro is that is about that equilibrium I was talking about. You can't just ride high tides. You're got to come into low tides too. But it's what do you do in those low tides? It's about building resilience. It's about building, confidence within yourself to ride those high tides and those low tides. But you'll see that puhoro is continuous, and it goes on and on and on. But you'll find that there's breaks in puhoro too. And the break in puhoro is the hidden kōrero in it, is that there's always a way out. Like there's always a way out of a rip. There's always a way out of, out of strong currents. There's always a way out of strong winds. There's always a way out. And so the hidden kōrero in that is find your way out in times of hardship or in times of, I call them trying times or testing times. They actually build character. Character building is what it is. How are you going to sail your ship when it's high tide, when it's rough? And you can only do that through experience or through support. Someone else has got to help you paddle. Hey, at times you get tired. We all get tired.